Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I wanted to show you guys the new products that I am now using as my skincare because the background to the story is that basically all of June and the very beginning of July my skin was going crazy. Not only was I breaking out a lot more around like these areas of my face, like right near my nose, but my skin was so oily. I didn't know why, and I just don't believe that summer is the only reason for that because I've gone through other summers using the same skincare stuff that I always used and my skin was just fine. So I don't know what the onset of that was for. Like, I don't know what products caused it, but I'm going to show you what products I used to use before and then what I switched up. So I have used the Clarisonic for over a year. I don't agree with this in the fact that it's supposed to clear your skin. I don't think it does that at all for me. I only use this because I think that it really helps with removing 100% of whatever you have on your face. My skin feels extremely clean with it. That's the only reason for why I use it, not because it's cleared my face. Actually, when I first got this, it definitely made me break out, and I'm not 100% sure if it was this or the face wash that I was using at that time, but I stopped using the face wash and my skin helped. It like made my skin a little bit more back to normal, but not 100%. It took me a while to get used to this Clarisonic, but I like it just because it makes me feel clean. I had the original head-in before. This is the Clarisonic Me. I had the original head-in, whatever it came with, which was I think just the gentle one. I had used that for a while now, and like the brushes or the brush head was fraying, so I switched over to this pore refining one. This is for people with big pores and oily skin, and so I thought this is the perfect thing for me. I got this, and that's one thing that I switched up in my skincare, and I think it made my skin worse. Again, I'm not sure, but that was one of the things that I switched up, and that is during the same time as when my skin started to break out. I have been using the Zero Oil Cleanser by Origins for a very long time, almost, I would say more than a year. It's a very simple and effective cleanser. I don't think it does anything for oil control, so I wouldn't recommend it for that, but I think that if you just want something that's very clean feeling, just simple, this is a great thing, and I have been using that even now. Then I started to use my Neutrogena oil-free moisture for sensitive skin. Again, I used this back in college for almost 2 years. I loved it. It did keep my oil at bay. It didn't make me feel any oilier. But then now with me feeling so oily, I have stopped using this and I've got something else, and I'll show you guys that. But that's something that I used to use before. And then to take off makeup, I would use my Take It Away by Estee Lauder, put this on a cotton pad like this, and then just rub this over my face. This I refuse to believe caused me any breakouts because this is awesome. It's so gentle, extremely effective, and I just don't think this has any quality in it that would cause anyone to break out. It's awesome. And then I was taking off my eye makeup with the oil-free makeup remover by Neutrogena that I've been using for over 10 years now. It's a great product, and since I only use this in my eyes, I obviously don't think that's going to cause any breakouts on my face. So that is what I had been using for a while now. If you guys follow my blog, I have not updated that with my new skincare routine, so don't read that for right now because that's not accurate. But, so one problem on my skin that I have noticed for a while, and I didn't know what to do about it, was that I wouldn't say acne at all, I have like little bumps. And this is what I'm talking about from before my onset of like blemishes started, but I always like little bumps. My skin surface never felt smooth, and even when I looked in the mirror, it didn't look 100% smooth. It wasn't like color of any kind on the bumps or whatever. It was just my normal skin color, but just like bumpier skin. So that's something that I've had for many years, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I researched online, and it seemed like everybody said that the best thing to do was to use a toner. So I immediately ran to Clnique and got the sample. So the background to this story is that I had used the Clnique 3-step system for a while, back when I think I was about 14 to maybe like 16 years old, and I loved it. It really helped me. The toner itself was my favorite part of it. And of course I stopped using that when I stopped struggling with problems like that type of skin, but that's what I went to go pick up again. This time I got the number 2. This is the one for combination skin and not for the oiliest of skin. It's actually interesting because back then I used to use 3, and I even got the 3 before this, and that did not help me as much. It made my skin too dry, and I didn't like that. So the 2 is working out really well for me, and I think that the more I think about it, my skin might be sort of combination. I've noticed that if I don't moisturize my skin as well around my chin area and mouth area, it tends to get kind of dry, and you can see it even more with foundation because foundation will stick to that, make it look dry, and those like white sort of look form. So I have been really liking this, and this has cleared up the surface of my skin like unbelievably. I really think this is a huge reason for stopping my breakouts, and it's something that I would go back and repurchase. I only use half this little bottle right now, but this has been, I've been using this for about 3 weeks now, and my skin has cleared up so much. And you guys just commented on the earlier video that I did telling me how good my skin looks, and I really think it's due to this, so I would recommend that. Then what I also switched up is my moisturizer. Because my skin was going so crazy, I was thinking of like what moisturizers I've used before that have really helped me with oily skin, and I immediately went back to MAC and got the oil control lotion. This is a product that I used a lot back in college when I had really oily skin and I hadn't really like found out, you know, how to help it. At this point I wasn't using a primer, I wasn't using setting sprays, nothing fancy, so I didn't know what to do. I tried this and I really liked it, and it helped so much with my makeup, but after a while, when my skin started to become more normal, it felt too drying, which is why I switched to the Oil-Free Moisture by Neutrogena. But then again, with my skin going crazy right now, I wanted to go back to this product, and I know that it never has affected me in any bad way. So I really think that this is responsible for keeping my oil at bay. And then a face mask that I have always loved, but that I really appreciated now more than ever, is this Fresh Umbrian Clay face treatment. I really like this, have always really liked this. I think it's awesome for oily skin. It just makes you feel so good. I've noticed that it instantly takes down any bumps that you might have that are caused by whatever, like even mosquito bites it's great for. But there was this one day where I had this like big zit looking thing like right here, kind of like underneath my eye but close to my nose, and it was huge, and it wasn't like this big red like pussy type of zit at all. Like I don't get those at all, but it still was a big bump on my face, and it came out of nowhere. And I haven't dealt with that kind of stuff very often because I usually don't get stuff like that anymore for many years now. So I decided on a whim, whatever, I'm just going to try to use this and see if anything helps. So I put this on all over my face and I washed it off, and that zit had become so small. It was just crazy how it worked, but I have huge amounts of faith in this product, and it delivered again. It's just a great face mask if you guys want something that makes you feel clean, fresh, helps the oil. That really helps the oil. Anything with clay should anyway, and this does, and it immediately helped me with my zit. So ever since then I've been using it for spot treatments for little bumps that I get here and there, and it really helps. I like that a lot. So I think everybody should also have a good face wipe to use. I wanted to get something that was much cheaper because I was using more expensive face wipes before, and I felt like it was a waste because when I come home from work or I've played tennis or something like that, I didn't want to use something that was so expensive because I was, you know, first of all, I'm working 5 days a week, and then I also play tennis a couple times. I felt like I was using face wipes too much as my main method of cleansing my face, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I actually ended up getting this, the Yes to Cucumbers face wipes with my July Glam bag, and I tried this out and I fell in love. First of all, cucumbers are known to be extremely soothing, so you'll get this like kind of cold wash over your face and it feels awesome. It smells like cucumbers. But the most important thing to me at this point was products being very gentle on my skin, not causing any irritation most of all, and definitely not causing any breakouts. So I tried that and I fell in love with it. It was so gentle yet very effective. It took off eye makeup far better than the Josie Maran wipes ever have that I was using before. And I just felt extremely clean, and also it didn't leave any sort of like oily look on my face, but my face also didn't feel like it had been stripped of all my natural oils. So I felt pretty like balanced after using this. So I've been sticking to this. I actually got more packs of this, and I don't use this as my primary means of taking off makeup. I'm going to show you what I do use as my primary means, but this product has been great to me. It's a really good thing. And also I ordered this online because I didn't know it was available in stores here in the US, but I was at Walgreens the other day and I saw this there, and so you guys might want to try that out. This is for sensitive skin. They've got Yes to Carrots, which is for blemish prone skin, and I'm sure that's a good product too. I haven't tested it. It's just that this is what I got in my July Glam bag, so I tried that out and I really liked it. So there's no reason for me to test out a different one now because I'm trying to be pretty strict with my skincare at this moment. But they've also got a few other different like Yes to other things, carrots and stuff like that, if you guys want to try that out. But obviously I do wear makeup every day, and I did not know the #1 reason for why these breakouts were being caused, but I immediately for some reason felt like I had to switch up the method of which I'm taking off makeup with. So I was taking off makeup with Estee Lauder Take It Away most of the time, but then I was also using makeup wipes a lot in between, and so I thought I needed something a lot more effective because I thought maybe there was like oily residue or even like makeup buildup that wasn't being removed effectively. So I wanted something that, one, was going to take away makeup very well, and 2, just be extremely gentle, yet effective. So I was researching and it just seemed like all fingers pointed to this, which is the Bioderma non-rinse face wash. So the background to this is that I have been watching Nerber XO's videos for a very long time. She's always preached about this, but it just looked kind of funky to me. It's like in this fat bottle. It looks like something from the pharmacy, and I was happy with what I was using before, but at this point I was desperate. I didn't care about, you know, spending amounts of money or just like whatever it was. And so her videos have always said that it's extremely gentle. It's the most important thing to me, and I watched her video again on this just to kind of get her take on it, and she mentioned that it's neutral pH, which definitely helps. It's extremely gentle, and she said that it takes off eye makeup and everything really well. Through more research, I found that they had different versions for oily skin, dry skin, etc., whatever. So I got the one for oily skin. This is a Bioderma Sebium H2O. The original is in a different bottle. That one is colorless. This one is blue, but I don't really know if that has like a huge difference in formula or something like that. So this bottle is 500 milliliters. You get a smaller bottle as well, but let me warn you, this thing gets over really fast. I've been using this for about 3 weeks now. I've already used this much. So what I do is I take this, pour this out on a cotton pad, and wipe this over my face, the same method as I would for the Estee Lauder. And this takes off makeup so well. Not only that, I think it's a great option for people who don't even wear makeup but just want to feel like refreshed after maybe playing a sport or coming home from work. Like, you always want to do something with your face, right? And so I just think that it takes off makeup really well. It's extremely gentle. Like, I have not felt any sort of reaction whatsoever on my skin after using this. It takes off makeup very well, even waterproof stuff, and eye makeup especially, because none of the makeup wipes that I've used before or like makeup removers have taken off eye makeup as well, except for this specific eye makeup remover. So I was really surprised by this. It has a very funky taste, and the only reason I tasted it is because I put this all over my face, and I guess I went over my lips and I licked my lips, and I was like, oh, that tastes awful. So it's like extremely like harsh when you taste it, but it is, it has like a very faint scent, and I know the original does not have a scent, so if you guys are allergic to scents or don't like things with scents, you might not like this, but this is very faint, so it's not something that's going to affect you. So I switched over to this. So these are products, this whole lineup of things that I've been using recently has been going on for about 3 weeks to almost a month now. Yeah, 3 weeks to about a month now, and my face has been feeling better than ever. I don't see any reason for why I would switch this up. I do know that I'm going to have to repurchase this pretty soon, because if I've had this for 3 weeks, I've already used this much. It's not going to last me very long, but it was, I think, $22 on Amazon. I don't know if you can buy this from any store here in America, and actually, come to think of it, I didn't even bother. I just bought it online because it was easier. These are the new products that I've been using, and if you have any questions, post down below. I'll be sure to get back to you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.